Can we sit on those chairs down in that room?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
As long as nobody kicks us out?
No, the only ones we're using are these two right here.
Okay,
and these right
okay.
here.
We're just going to watch the next, not this game, but the next one.
Sure.
But we sat up there, and up there you can't see the time clock. I mean the score clock. So,
That makes sense.
okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. You're good, you're wrong. It's on live on everything.
Do y'all have these all over the country? The championships every year?
It switches, but it's usually like they stay in the same place for a couple years. Makes it easier logistically, you know. So in case you're out there watching, listening, we're getting ready to do, it looks like TIRR Texans against Shepherd. They're from Atlanta. Shepherd have a nickname? I know they do. I just don't know what it is. You know those microphones around, right? Shepherd Smash. That's a team. We have to play both these teams. They're in our pool. My name's Dave Mengen. I'm with the Renegades. My partner is Chris Cook, coach of the Renegades. We get to play against both these teams. One of them today, it'll be the Texans. So this is a great opportunity for us to scout both teams at the same time as we bring entertainment to you. So the North Texas Cowboys are the 8th seed. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what we're looking at here. The TIRR Texans. Oh, these guys are on the other side of the bracket. We don't play them, do we?
This is TIRR.
TIRR and Shepherd. So it's the 5 seed versus the 2 seed, Shepherd being the higher seed. Lost to Denver at sectionals, making them the 2. Denver be the 1. Rob Deller, another guy who's quick, and he's got trunk. You see him make those turns. He's a guy that's going to cause some trouble. So we'll play one of these teams probably on one of the last 2 games in the crossovers. Ill-advised pass. David Bynum is number 14. Looks like he's got some wheels, though. I keep getting mixed up with what team I'm looking at here.
That's Dave Bynum.
So you got Tim Jones there playing, well, next to Rob Deller, but not going anywhere. Tim will be inbounding. Now it's Mike Peacock with the ball. He's got Deller there. He knows he can't beat him down, so he's going to take his time. Protect the ball. Jamie at the line. Fighting his way in. Oh. Dwayne Morrow gets his hands in there, pops the ball out as he's crossing the line. Wow, I can hear the crinkle of the chip bag. I think that's from your microphone because it's pointing right at it. Maybe oh, sorry. Sorry about that extra noise out there. Pointed at the court. Maybe we can get some of the court noise instead of my chip bag and me clunking things around. So it looks like we got a flat tire. Scott Stokes with the inbound. Looking for some help. Deller takes it with the good hand. The other one's taped up all the way, so not going to be using that for anything. See, smacks him in the face. Oh, loose ball. Oh, man, he's fast. We're able to catch up, get that score. 4-point game. North Texas having a lot of trouble here. They're getting across half, but they can't seem to get across the goal line. Oh, and that's another turnover for Shepard. Deller, the beneficiary of that one. And we got a flat. Looks like Tim Jones. Don't act like you don't know his name. When you have an equipment issue, it's a free timeout. It's an official timeout. So you have 60 seconds to deal with your equipment issue, or they will force you to come off and put in a substitute. And you have a meter of space. People aren't allowed to get in there and be around you while you get your equipment fixed up. That also is true for injuries. When you get flipped over, you get, I think, an indefinite amount of time to get yourself back together. But generally speaking, it's in there. So Jones will inbound again to Peacock. Who is going to have a little trouble getting out of the backcourt. Oh, nice heads-up play. Shepard swarming the ball. Bynum trying to set a pick. And Peacock will get the first goal for the Texans. Texans sponsored by TIRR, which is a rehab facility, as well as Shepard, which is also a rehab facility. So, hence carrying their names. Official timeout. Well, not a timeout, but you're allowed to tell the officials that you want to inbound, so they'll let you get down to the goal line. But once someone calls that officially, then that person has to take it. Timeout called. Peacock knowing he's running out of time for the 12 seconds across the half. So it'll be Texans ball right up here in front of our broadcast booth, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Broadcast table.
Don't know. I'd bet it's TIRR, but you could ask around. U of A without one of their players, someone who's not eligible, based on rules that no longer exist as of yesterday. Jamie's going to inbound here. Peacock looking for the ball, but it's going to Jones. Jamie sets a nice pick. Peacock. Bynum, nice passes to Jones. A lot of ball movement here, but they're not getting any closer to the goal. Player has 10 seconds to handle the ball before he has to dribble or pass. And you saw a lot of ball movement there. So 6-2, Shepherd on top. Seems to have pretty dominating command of what's going on the floor. Offensively, we haven't really seen a lot out of Texans as far as stopping Shepherd. And offensively, they've had a lot of struggle getting across half and then getting to the goal. This one could be a tough one to call. Hopefully, Coach will come on here. Coach Cook, help me out at some point when he's done eating and texting his girlfriend. What do you want, my Doritos? They're all yours, Coach. I just wanted one. I needed to eat something. 2 Doritos is my limit. Dwayne Morrow, easy score there. And Bynum's inbound to Peacock. Able to hang on after a little bit of a fumble, and he'll file his pick out. Bynum across half. He's waiting for some help. Jones bounces off Deller. Gets off the pass. Bynum taking his time now. Getting in a dribble. Looking for an opportunity. Nice pass. Good heads-up play. 7-3 Shepherd. Looks like the Texans, who are out of the Houston area, started to figure out how they can get across. Deller's going to have an easy one here. He's tough to stop once he gets moving with that ball. Crunchy. Coming back, Coach. Bynum gets the inbound from Jones. We got Scott Stokes cutting off this side. Deller puts on the hit, and Peacock is off to the races. Scotty Stokes. I'm not looking forward to facing Scott Stokes. He's got a sticky picker. Dwayne coming around the corner. Just crossed half. I think he's going to try and make it all the way there.
Thanks for holding down the fort, Dave. Got a little food in my belly. I'm feeling better.
I take care of my low pointers. You know that.
That's it. Appreciate it.
9-4, Shepherd.
3:56 here left in the first quarter. 9-4 Shepherd. Shepherd with the number 2 seed.
Oh, lazy pass.
TIRR with the number 5 seed. So this game's going the way it's supposed to go right now. 5-point lead.
It's a pretty young ref to be working nationals. I think
must be good.
His second year.
Must have potential. The other guy's an old guy.
Bob, yeah.
That would be Bob Lopez. I think he's been around as long as I have. That makes him old.
Got to appreciate, this is a tough sport, and especially as a referee, I always have something to say when I think the referee made the wrong call.
It's a thankless job.
Yep. They've got thick skin.
And I've not thanked them many times.
I try and thank them. I don't play a perfect game. I don't expect them to be perfect on everything either.
I thank them at the end of each game, no matter how it goes. But inside, I might be thinking something else.
I thank them for being there and participating and being refs. Right?
Thank you for being a friend.
Without them, we'd be calling our own fouls, and there wouldn't be much going on.
I thank them when they buy me a beer. Okay, Dave Bynum, another old
buy
guy.
You beers? They never buy me a beer. What did I do wrong?
You didn't thank them.
Now that I'm commissioner, they're going to be buying me beers.
Stepping up. Those of you who just tuned in, I'm sitting next to the new commissioner of the USQRA, Dave Mengen. Commish. Dave Bynum throws the ball away. Intercepted by number 21. That would be Dwayne Morrow, their main guy. Kind of stuffs that ball in between his knees. Is that legal, Dave?
As long as, what is it, 2/3 of the ball are showing?
Okay.
Something like that?
Well, he puts it in there and it's stuffed in.
We got substitutions on both sides.
Here comes Peacock up the court with the ball. Out to Bynum. Old man Bynum. Back in the day, we called him Bullet Bynum. Down the court. Touchdown.
Is he playing in the Legends game? Is he that old?
Oh, yeah. He's at least that old. He's my age.
Oh, wow.
And that means
That's
he's old.
Jeez.
Thank you. Glad we could agree on something, Dave.
We both agreed that we needed to win that first game.
I think we both agreed that we needed food.
I do need food. I'll get some after
Sustenance.
this game. I got an hour and a half
Okay.
between this game and next
The
one.
low pointer just scored.
Scotty Stokes.
He's kind of the brains, too, right? He's the coach? Yes, he is. He's the coach on the
He's
floor.
a heck of a player, too. He's one of those guys that I
Peacock's in
hate to
trouble.
play
He's got
against,
a
but I
double
would
team.
love
He's going to have
him
to
on
use
the
it.
team.
Timeout. Timeout Peacock. TIR. Down by 7. 12-5. 2:53
Nice
left
job
in the
there
first
by
quarter.
Nate Harmon, helping to turn his chair. He just came in the game a couple minutes ago. It's 2 minutes and 53 seconds. The end of the quarter.
7-point lead. You know, when they gave out those first 4 or 5 in a row at the beginning of the game, that's hard to come back from.
Yeah, they've stayed in it since then. It was 5-0 at one point, wasn't it?
I believe so. When I looked up, it was 6-1. So Shepard's got a high-low lineup going right now.
Oh, we got some new guys in for Texans, too. Ryan Gilmer and Justin Scott, number 11. Gilmer, number 12.
Peacock's got a little trouble here. He's going to have to find a way out of this hole.
Oh, Morrow got a piece
And they
of them.
just used one timeout.
Stokes
And it looks
is not
like
gonna
they
allow
might
it.
have to use another. Oh, too much time. 12 seconds. So that's a turnover. Got to get across the half-court line in 12 seconds. Stokes will inbound for Shepard. Coming down here is right in front of us. I'm reading the back of
Smile,
his shirt.
Scott. Feller's got that
Nice
one
pass.
good hand.
Nice pass again. That's rugby. Pass, pass, score.
Peacock gets out.
Boom, nice hit. Take away the baseline. But you're never supposed to reach in the backcourt like that. Why would you do that? You got him pointed the wrong way. Now you give him a new clock. 13-5.
That's right, the 12 starts over.
2:31 left to go in the first quarter.
Especially later, but Gilmer with the ball, trying to fight his way out. Throws it
Ball.
to Jamie. Oh, right off
Right
his
of the
face.
head.
That's using the head. Gilmer tries to get in there, but Deller, man, he's a big boy. Hits pretty hard. He's got a lot of trunk.
They seem to be
It's
scoring
low in
in
his chair.
spurts. Scoring in spurts now. 14-5. 2:20 in the first. Back off the noggin. He was going to go wide. Peacock's got a lane. Oh, this could be trouble.
Yep. This is an opportunity
reach.
to cross.
You better dribble.
He was
better
looking
hurry.
to pass and wasn't taking it.
Time. 12 seconds.
More.
Wow. A plethora of turnovers. Did you like that word, Dave?
Yes, I do like that word plethora.
Can you spell it?
Yes, I can.
Nice.
I had to think about it. See, yep, yeah, I know how to spell that.
Yes. Nice
O-R-A.
push. And a bevy of scores.
So hopefully we'll see Shepard making some subs here so we can kind of at least make this game interesting. The Texans in some scoring because they're in
Left-handed
trouble.
pass. Oh, and he gets his hand on it. Oh, look at that
Morrow
save.
not able to save it.
That'll be blue ball.
Well, we've had some great games on this court today.
Yes, we have.
You know, as
Three games are pretty tight.
advance throughout this, you're going to see some games that aren't necessarily as close, but it's a lot of fun to play either way. And when you get to this level, you're going to see there are a lot of guys who, you have a bench that's deep, sometimes 8, 10, 12 players. Some of these guys never get to see the floor except in a game like this. But you come out here to support
Peacock
your team,
scores.
and just
Back
in case there's a
within
reason.
single digits, 15-6. 146 left to go in the first quarter.
And I've been that guy many times.
I've been on both sides of that fence myself.
Yeah.
In my early years, I would say we were more on the winning side of that fence. Oh, and he goes down. That's going to be a spin. Looks like
That's an
it.
interesting call because Peacock set that pick. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say the defender ever even initiated that contact. Peacock initiated it.
Well, he got the call too. So Peacock has
crazy.
just been—he's on the ground. He just got called for a foul. It's like the double whammy.
No, I don't think he did. It was a spin on the low pointer.
No, they said number 3.
Hey. What's going on?
Classification cards, that's all.
For what?
We're checking everybody against the database.
Oh. Make sure they exist. Okay. That was a little scary. Sorry. I always hate it when the classifiers come over and start asking for classification cards. It makes you think somebody's changing classification, which could screw up every line we got. Peacock trying to follow his pick around. Deller working hard, make sure he doesn't cross half, but
Peacock gets it
nice
out.
job.
And
Fighting his way out.
Score.
And that'll be Justin Scott, a 2.0 from Houston. No, Houston area, since he plays for the team.
Do you know what TIRR stands for, Dave?
No, but it's a rehab place of some sort.
Okay.
That I know.
All right.
Much like Shepherd.
I went to
I had that conversation with myself earlier while you were off mic.
I went to a USA team tryout in Pasadena, Texas, just outside of Houston. Oh boy, probably a dozen years ago now. Here we go. Nice throw out. Justin Scott's got the ball. Scott. Okay. Okay, TIRR has got the ball again. Oh, and he scores it. Make it 17-8. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. I lost my partner for a minute. Shepard's got the ball. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. It's going to come wide. Nice stop. Turn, go the other way. Come back to the first way. And he's just run a little clock. And scores it.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. Sorry. Airplane, come on, you know that. Peacock trying to inbound here. Sorry, I got an elbow issue. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Houston's,
Deller reaching like crazy in the backcourt.
which makes no sense because the ball's going. No, it does make sense.
Are
What
they
do we
gonna call
got?
that 12 seconds?
I'm not sure yet.
Heard somebody call timeout. Looks like a timeout. Everybody's on
Timeout.
the bench. We're doing the video on this year's. They also did last year's. You'll see the old games out there if you go to ihide.com/quadrugby. Well, you're already there, obviously, if you're watching these games. Thanks to our sponsors, Coloplast, Spinergy, Fesco Metalcraft, Excalibur, Melrose, Eagle, Fraser Rehab, they're also hosting this tournament. Thank you very much for that. Fusion Medical, the Rojo Group, and Louisville Metro Parks. Without those sponsors, this would never be happening. We wouldn't be able to play this game. Looks like the players are all ready to go here. Just waiting for the clock to wind down. 28 seconds left. And the break.
18-8. Beginning of the second quarter. Looks like Houston TIRR will get the ball first.
I think
They're down by 10.
I hear them say TIRR all the time.
TIRR. We'll call it TIRR from now on.
Okay.
Down by 10.
I don't know.
They might have more than one tier. Peacock's got the ball.
So Shepard set up in the key.
All right.
Well, I got Bill Furbish and Talbot Kennedy are in now.
They got older. Ferb's been around for a while.
Kennedy, number 6.
Furbish, number 10. Number 6 has got the ball, and he's heading up court.
He'll cross half, and he'll score.
And he's gone. Score.
Peacock had him on wheels, but he had chair position. He was able to keep him behind. So he just stopped pushing it out.
Inbounder.
Scott inbounding.
He's got out to Peacock. He's got Justin deep, but nope, can't find him.
Nice.
Instead he goes number 12.
Backward.
That'd
Put
be
a spin
Ryan
on
Gilmer.
The pass. Really
and
nice.
Gilmer will score.
Nice work. That's 10-19.
Yeah, good rugby. 7:20 left in the second quarter. Stokes with the inbound pass.
Deller
Out
fights
to Deller. He's a hard worker.
He knows if he keeps pushing, a lot of times he can get out of that.
Yeah, he's strong.
So a bunch of guys at the end of court look like they're doing a Harlem Shuffle or something over there. A Harlem Shake, what do you call that thing? Mostly our teammates, unfortunately. I don't know what they're actually doing, but it's either that or Gangnam Style. So Peacock taking it across the line, puts it to 20-11. Shepard on the good side. Pass to Talbot. We'll chase it down and score easily. Talbot does a nice job with the trade there. Good pass. Gilmer to Peacock. Peacock's going to try and fight his way up. Over to Gilmer. Scott Stokes to Deller again.
Kennedy back to Deller.
He'll take it across.
Easy goal. Shepard's got a lot of depth. They've got, it's like 2 or 3 guys they bring in off the bench.
Peacock's backhanded push. He's the guy that's plays for Team Force, which is the developmental team, to try and bring players up to Team USA.
Long pass coming toward us. Furbish has got it, and he is in no hurry.
Looks like Shepard's dropping into the key. Slow this game down a little bit, save some energy. They got a tougher contest later. Or is this their last game of the day? Did they play earlier? I don't know.
Did who play earlier?
Shepard.
Yeah, they did. I think they already won their first game.
Okay.
They played, matter of fact, I watched a little bit of it. They played the Indy Brawlers and won it easily.
Indy out of the Heartland. Played Indy many, many times.
That's good to know because I've never been on a team that played them.
No?
And knew no one on the team when I went over to watch them.
I think there is little to no chance that we will play them this weekend. If we win our next game, then there's no chance.
When Dave says we, he's talking about the Las Vegas Renegades. We won our first game against the Seattle Slam in a nail-biter, 55-54. It was one of those games that we could have separated more and just never did. And they hung in there, and it was amazing. They scored with 20 seconds to go to tie the game 54-all. And my buddy here, my partner, Dave Mengen, the new commish, scored the final goal with 3 seconds to go to beat them 55-54.
I'd love to hear more counting on the sidelines, by the way.
I
did get counting eventually. That's why I knew to score quick.
Well,
but it was
bottom line
end.
was, Dave, the clock was on the same side as us, and we couldn't see it.
Oh, there is that.
So I could have counted, but it may not have been accurate. I was counting my prayers on the inside.
I'll bet you were. Believe me, I don't like being in that situation. I like to finish the game before the last goal.
Meanwhile, back to the game at hand. We got
Makes it exciting.
25-16, Shepherd, 4:33 to go, and they're about to tack on another one, make it a 12-point lead. Make it a 10-point lead, excuse me. So Scott has asked for the inbound because he was caught in the backcourt and he had nothing he could do about it. And they will grant him that inbound. Veteran referee Bob Lopez hands him the ball. Scott will inbound it to nobody.
Oh, Deller twisted his chair there.
Yeah,
He
that
pushed
was a
on
nice
the
little turnaround.
something I like to do a lot. Just wait, anticipate for that ball coming, and then turn the guy's chair so he can't get it. You make them feel like you're not playing on them very hard, so they kind of take it a little lackadaisically.
Nice word.
Thank you.
Lackadaisically. Oh, better get rid of that ball.
And I even said it right.
Not so lackadaisically.
Lackadaisical.
Not to be confused with laxative.
Oh my.
Score. Now we got a 12-point lead.
Deller makes it look easy.
3:58 to go.
Scott inbound.
First half.
To Gilmer.
Gilmer's trying to get it out. He's got
Looking for some
nothing.
help, but they're all together.
Nowhere to go.
Really got to create some space here.
And now he's going over. Good night. You
Deller
okay,
took
buddy?
him down. He got up on Deller's wheel, and there was no place for him to go.
He's all right.
He got rid
He's
of the
waving
ball,
him
though.
off.
Yeah.
Deller went back to see if he was okay. And he
Unless
gave
you
him a
hear
nod.
somebody thunk on the floor really hard with an elbow or a head, you're usually in pretty good shape.
You have 2 elbows.
I need both, Coach. Need both.
No. 3:46 here to go in the first
Driving me
half.
insane.
28-16. TIRR has got an uphill battle.
Bynum and Jones are back in.
I'm just going to throw this out there. The Shepherd team looks good.
They do.
They are
They're,
formidable.
They're a 2 seed for a reason. A lot of
Fumble.
people call them the favorite, despite being seated below Denver.
One person who wants to remain anonymous even said they might be sandbagging a little bit and they should be D1. I don't know. I wasn't at that section.
Well, I'll tell you right now, moving up to D1, if you're the 8th seed in D1, you're not going to have a good weekend.
Yeah, well, unless you're
Great
Minnesota.
teams.
Unless you're Minnesota. And they are the 8th seed in D1.
They are the 8th seed in D1.
And Portland beat them by a single point, I believe, earlier today.
Yep, after
Portland,
being up by like
number
5.
Number 1 seed. Well, they have a guy named Chuck Aoki, and he can play a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he turned that
And by the
team-
way, the reason they are the 8th seed is Chuck Aoki was not at their sectional. And so it was difficult to seed them based on their finish in sectionals. Yet with Chuck Aoki, they beat Portland back.
Oh,
Nice play.
nice little Globetrotter arm roll.
Yeah, no, that was
I don't think
nice.
that was his intention, but it looked nice.
No, I think it was.
He intended to pass
I think
it.
he just
Yes.
wanted to tip it off his arm, and it went right
Stokes
back to his
doesn't
own
wanna
player.
hold that ball when the hit's coming.
Look at Peacock. Nice wheels. That'll bring it to a 29-18 deficit. And he's got the ball out again. Another one of those nice pass.
Furbish hanging on, turning away from the defender. Make sure it gets it back.
Nice pass.
Once Deller's got the ball, he's pretty tough to stop. You got to keep it out of his hands.
Rob Deller, Class 2. Is that right? Is he a 2? Looks like a 3 out there. By the way, those of you who don't watch a lot of wheelchair rugby,
Oh, turnover.
classifications are from 0.5 to 3.5 in 0.5 increments. And you have to have 8 points or less on the court at one time, spread across 4 players. This is Dave Bynum with a pass out to Mike Peacock. And Deller gets in front of him, make life a little more difficult.
You can see him working out there, making sure that Peacock doesn't have time to just relax and figure things out. Hitting
Peacock's
his
got the
chair,
ball
turning
again.
it.
Got 14 on the shot clock, down to 10, 9, 8, 7. There's the pass and
Bynum.
score at 6 seconds.
Scoops it up off the floor.
For a 31-19 advantage, Shepherd. 2:07 left here in the half. 12-point lead. You're right. They've hung tight since the initial onslaught. There's been like 2 or 3 flurries by Shepherd, and right now we got a 13-point lead. 32-19 with 2:03 to go. But you know what I've always sort of observed, when a team works really, really hard to score, and then the other team scores so easily, it's kind of discouraging.
Yeah, it'll take you out of your mental game. It'll wear you out physically too, and then as you get further and further through,
Right.
makes it a lot more difficult.
And as you said earlier, you know, you wanted to see more subs by Shepherd, try and tighten the game up. Well, they've got pretty much everybody's been in the game now.
Yep.
And the lead
Mixing it up.
continues to grow. So it makes me think that unless there's something really unusual happens, this could be a 20-point game by the fourth quarter, no problem.
That Coke went right through me. Pepsi. God, I love Pepsi.
TMI, Dave. TMI. Thanks for sharing.
I'm going to leave you here at the quarter real quick.
You do what you need to do, Dave. Tell everybody.
You want me to wear the headset in there? Or no?
That's really on you, buddy.
It's not wireless, so it doesn't look like I'm going very far.
Leave the headset here, please.
So Shepherd will inbound.
Leave the headset
Got it,
out of the
Stokes.
head, thank you. Okay, Stokes is going to inbound. Back to the game. 32-20, 1:45 left in the quarter.
Talbot with the ball. Working with Ray on the
Going to
outside.
go long and
Oh,
Furbish is
lean.
open. Ooh, leaning
That's a
on.
penalty on the offensive
And
player.
we've got a turnover. TIRR gets the ball back. You know, that's like the ultimate double whammy. One, you throw the ball and you look like you got a goal. 2, you lean on the guy and it's a turnover. So you don't get the goal and you're on your head.
Yeah, for as violent a sport as this appears, not allowed to touch each other.
As it should be.
That's right, we're quadriplegics. We don't need to be touching each other.
Oh my. Why don't you just go to the restroom now?
Peacock fighting his way in. Bynum got himself stuck there for a second. Oh, nice pass to Jones.
Pass. 11-point game, 1:21 to go in half.
Oh, I
Here
got
we are,
5 minutes. That's
Court
plenty
2 at the
Deller.
Louisville Convention Center. Is that what we're calling it?
It's the Kentucky International Convention Center,
I knew that.
KICC.
Nice. What is it?
KICC.
Kick.
Not
We're-
to be confused with the
we're kicking
Yum Center,
We're,
which is
we're kicking it at
KFC.
the kick.
Yes.
Nice.
You can tell it's that kind of game
When there's so much fodder coming out of...
we're trying to entertain ourselves too, folks.
33-21. 1:08 left.
And if things go our way, at some point we're going to have to play Shepherd.
We.
We. That's right.
We.
Well, you and I.
Oui in French means yes, yes.
You are
And
just
no.
multilingual, aren't you?
No. Ball out of bounds. Oui, Shepherd.
Yet.
No, TIRR. 33-21. 54 seconds left in the half.
Talbot looking for the ball.
Stokes can get that ball off his lap quickly
Yep.
on that little
When you
inbound
can have
pass.
a one inbound, that gives your
Yeah.
three ball handlers an
Look
opportunity.
at this. Up. We're playing
Turnover.
Pinball.
Bynum,
Bynum's got
Peacock.
it. Peacock's got
They're
it.
all trapped in there, even Jones.
This should be interesting.
Somebody's
How
got to
they
get
gonna
out.
the ball
Got to have
out?
someplace to put the ball.
No
But Stokes
one-
is hanging on with that sticky
There goes
picket.
Bynum. He's gone. Touchdown, Dave Bynum. Number 14. Way to go,
Fortunately,
David.
it's only worth 1 point, so it's an 11-point game with 30 seconds left. Shepherd up 33-22. Getting ready to go into halftime.
You know, Dave, the guy that scored that last goal, Dave Bynum, I played with him on the 95 USA team in Switzerland. They called him Bullet Bynum. He was the fastest guy on the court. Now, he's just one of the other old guys.
He doesn't look super slow. I mean, he looks like he'd give us a run for a
Oh,
minute.
he was probably 30 pounds lighter then, too. Sorry, Dave. It's just telling it like it is.
No, information is good.
And he could flat out fly.
So how are we doing this Legends thing? Is it like people picking the teams? Do you know?
Well, here's what I've gleaned from our former commissioner, James Gumbert. We've got 16 players on the Legends game, 8 players per team, and Eddie Crouch and myself, we will be the captain/coaches. I guess we're going to pick the teams tonight, and we'll be good to go Saturday just before the D2 final. They're going to play score Shepherd 13-point lead with 7 seconds to go. So they'll pick the teams. We'll have 4 on the court and 4 on the bench for each team. And quite
There's
honest,
halftime.
and it is halftime. So it should be fun. Legends essentially means 45 years and older. And a few guys have come back to play ball with us just this weekend only. One guy, Sean Meredith, former track star and University of Illinois rugby player, he tells me he brought his 1995 vintage rugby chair.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And he asked if he's going to be okay with that, with a big laugh out loud.
Yeah.
I told him, you'll be fine. You might need some oxygen, though.
I'm going to disappear here for a minute. I'll let
Bye.
you handle things.
I shall. We got
See you in
4 and a half
4.5
minutes. Okay. 35-22, Shepherd over TIRR out of Houston. And we got about 4 minutes left to go in the half. Take just a moment to thank our sponsors: Coloplast, Spinergy, VMC, Eagle, Melrose, Excalibur, Fraser Rehab Institute, Fusion Medical, the Rojo Group, and Metro Parks. This will be the last game for me today, as we'll be getting my team prepared to play at 4:30 local time against North Texas. The last game for Dave, too. Dave will be playing in the game, and I'll be coaching it, but we'll be gone after the second half of this game. Don't know who's taking over for the next game on this court. But let me look at the schedule and tell you what the next game is. The next game on court 2 will be Texas versus St. Louis. It's a Division I game. And it should be a good one. Got the number 4 Texans versus the number 7 seeded St. Louis Rugby Rams. So the Texas Stampede versus the Rams at 1:30 local time. No, my bad. 3 o'clock local time. The coach of TIRR right now is having a stern word with his boys. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here at halftime. (35-22) is the lead. Shepherd over the Houston team. Shepherd out of Atlanta, by the way. Getting ready to start the second half. Bob Lopez coming to the sideline, our veteran referee.
That's okay. You can grab a seat.
Hey, Bob, how you doing? Want to say anything to the fans? Hi. Bob's from New York. Okay, we got 35-22. TIRR's on defense. Shepherd will inbound the ball. And we got a meter violation. Meter violation on Texas. Gilmer's going to join us in the box here. Okay, we'll do it again. Less one defensive player. Shame on you. Ball's inbounded. New lineup on the court for Shepherd. We got number 5, James Johnson. We've got number 3, and that would be Nate Harmon, Class 1. James Johnson is .5. Then we got their high pointers out there. Number 6, that's Talbot Kennedy. He's a 2. And number 21, we've seen a lot of him. That's Dwayne Morrow. He's a 2.5. And he's throwing the ball deep. Deep pass. One bouncer. Right into his hands. Nice pass. Score. 37-23. Got a 14-point lead now. It's going to be hard to come back from 2 touchdowns. TIRR inbounds the ball. We got number 6, Joseph. Wait, is that right? I'm sorry, number 11. That's Justin Scott. And number 10, that would be James DuBose. Number 12, the man who was in the box here a moment ago, Ryan Gilmer. He's a Class 3. And number 3, that would be Mike Peacock. We saw him quite a bit in the first half. And he is a Class 2.
Did I miss anything, Coach?
Not much. Got 2 straight goals out of Shepherd. And they're up by 14.
Peacock.
Peacock with a
Nice
long
pass.
pass.
Oh, that smells horrible.
And it's on you, my friend.
You taking your turn? It's a lot of noise when you set those down. Oh.
Sorry about that.
Nope, no problem. Long ball, Talbot chasing it down. It's a heck of a pass. Not sure who threw that. Clearly wasn't Deller because he's sitting on the sidelines. Probably Dwayne Morrow.
My girl's bringing me tacos.
Can you just have a hot dog and your girl's bringing you tacos?
Yeah, well, gotta do what you gotta do.
I can't see really what's going on. We got a couple guys running the penalty box here. I moved down a little bit to offer you the best possible perspective on this game. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Inbound to Peacock. Gilmer keeping the low pointer away, but Morrow's there to... Nice pass. Looks like Gilmer's going to fight his way to the goal. Talbot crossed the line first, which makes that a penalty goal. Either way, it's a point for the Texans. 38-25. Talbot picks it up, and he'll score easily. Followed closely by Justin Scott, who's inbounding. Peacock takes the ball. Has a nice pick. It looks like he's going to beat Dwayne to the goal line. Morrow reaching in there, seeing if he can't get a piece of it. Nice little outlet there. Talbot scores once again. Number 5. 6. Sorry about that. Oh, Ryan's trying to squeeze his way out of there, but Scott setting a pick, so Peacock can take it home. Mike Peacock. Morrow follows his pick around, but Peacock there and strips it. Jamie hanging on, looking for somebody to give the ball to. Back to Peacock. That'll be Ryan Gilmer going back to Justin Scott, who is stopped. Nate Harmon doing the hard work there. Gilmer now trying to work his way around Morrow. Nice little pass there. Justin Scott takes it across the line. Harmon inbound again to Morrow. And Harmon gets it back. He'll take it up court. So he's going to pass it. And Talbot Kennedy with the goal. Peacock gets open, gets the ball, working his way up court. Looks like he's going to get slowed up here. Dwayne doing the hard work to get back. Peacock will score. And it's 41-29. Shepherd on top. Kennedy, pick and roll. Defender had to make a choice. Looks like the Texans are getting ready to make a substitution. Peacock bringing the ball around the corner. He's got 2 blockers. Should be able to take that one home. So TIRR Texans staying within 12. Another pass from Morrow to Kennedy. I have no idea where Chris went. So you're stuck with me. Well, Peacock breaking out. He's got all kinds of help out there, so I think this one will be an easy one. Oh, got stuck in a pile. Nice pickup. That was all Gilmer. Talbot Kennedy working underneath. Morrow sets a nice pick. Justin Scott not able to get there and close the side. So Kennedy with another score, 44-31, 3 minutes 13 seconds left in the quarter. Gilmer's stuck. Scott gets a nice pick there. Justin works his way around. Nice pick from Jamie. Mike. Peacock. Oh, tries to do a no-look pass. Unfortunately, Ryan Gilmer wasn't looking either. So the Texans go back to their starting lineup. Which is Bynum, Jones, Peacock, and Dubois. Assuming that he uses the French pronunciation. I don't know the answer to that question, so I'll take my chances. Nice grab by Peacock there. Up, Bynum can't see the ball. Tries to elbow it back. And is picked up by Morrow. Dwayne will take that home easily. 2 minutes, 19 seconds. Score is 46-31. Watching Bynum trying to fight off a pick over here. Nate Harmon's doing a great job of tying him up. Peacock should be able to score this one pretty easily. Whoa, stuck. Gets it to Kennedy, who has a pick. That's going to help him a lot. And they'll call that a spin. So Peacock will go to the box. Welcome to the box. Doing all right. How you doing, Mike? Get a little breather here. These guys are tough.
Where are you supposed to be, given the situation?
So Nate Harmon getting ready to inbound. Dwayne Morrow. You should be able to take this over pretty easily. 3-on-4, or 4-on-3, I guess. A little communication before he crosses the line. Tries to get his team thinking about what's going to happen next. Nice turn by Peacock. Gets out of trouble there. Nice inbound. Bynum gets it. Oh, I thought it was getting it back. Now we're getting a little sloppy here. Minute 36, 48-32. Shepard. And having seen Mike Peacock here in the box, you can see the frustration on his face. He's a little tired. They're working really hard. And they're they're not getting the result they were looking for. Inbound. Deuce to deuce. Peacock is stuck. They're running out of time. Oh, he gets it to Jones. Nice job, Bynum heads up play, getting there just before the 12 seconds expires in that backcourt. He's got 25 seconds left, 20 on the shot clock. So 22 seconds left in the third. It's 50-35 Shepherd.
Thanks for holding down the fort, Dave.
Sure.
Much as I expected, unfortunately, for TIRR. Down by 15. This thing could go to 20 easily in the fourth quarter. It's like, oh, nice play on Peacock's part.
Which means
Ball's going to go up, and he's got it anyway. 16-point lead.
Five seconds left.
Looks
And
like the possession arrow is facing for Texas. So TIRR's going to
they'll get the ball back.
get the ball back. Down by 16 going into the fourth quarter. 51-35.
Just in
Shepherd.
time for the break. And just so those of you who are watching, in case you're interested, the next game is going to be Texas versus St. Louis on this
Yeah.
court.
I was talking to him about that just before the beginning of the third quarter. It should be a good matchup. That's a 5 versus 7. Is that what it was? Or 4 versus 7?
4 versus 7.
Yeah. St. Louis has come up quite a bit.
Yeah, my first tournament was I played a game against St. Louis. We were awful. There was 3 of us were rookies, and we had a veteran .5 playing with us, and we were playing Ironman in Chicago. And we played against St. Louis, and
Got spanked?
no, very close game. It was like our
Nice.
chance to win a game at the very end of the tournament, and we couldn't pull it out.
By the way, what Dave means by playing Iron Man, he means no substitutions. Just
My favorite
for,
way to play, I got to tell you.
for-
You know, when you're out there, you're out to play, right?
Yeah, of course.
So,
Until somebody has a wheel problem or, you know, you got a little issue and then
an
suddenly
injury or.
you're in trouble.
But it sure is fun. I'd like to say thanks to our sponsors, Coloplast, Spinergy, Vesco Metalcraft, Eagle, Sports Chairs, Melrose
Yay.
Concept Chairs, Excalibur, Fraser Rehab Institute, also the host of our event this weekend, Fusion Medical, Rojo Group, and Louisville Metro Parks. Also want to thank iHigh for coming out here and doing the video for us, allowing us to have these games for posterity. If you don't already know, you can buy DVDs. They'll have them out. They'll start shipping them out next week. It's only $20 for any game.
$20 per game? Is that
I
what it
think
is?
it's per game.
That's great.
But yeah, should be high quality. I don't know what the quality's like. I haven't seen it on the web, but I'm going to check some games out tonight.
I'd also like to thank Jill Farmer. She puts on this tournament every year. She and her crew at Fraser
Yeah.
Medical. It's a ton of work.
If you see her
Put on
around here,
nationals.
she's always got somebody talking to her because she's running the whole show. So, yeah, thanks a lot, Jill. We really appreciate it. She's done this several years, not just here at this Kentucky International Convention Center, but also at the fairgrounds where
That's
we play in the
actually where
stadium.
that's actually where they played the last time I was here in 2005.
It's a great place to play. So is this. This is actually a really nice facility. It's attached to the hotel by a walkway 2 blocks away.
Yeah, we never even had to go outdoors. Walk through a
Right
covered
downtown
walkway. Doesn't take more than about
on
5
the
minutes.
river.
Nice pass.
The Galt House Hotel has
Score.
been great to us.
TIRR scores the first goal of the fourth quarter. 7:37 to go. They're down by 15. 51-36.
See St. Louis and Texas sitting on the sidelines getting ready to go.
Shepherd, jump ball. Jump ball, possession arrow pointing towards Shepherd, so they will retain possession. Boy, that's an old school chair.
Yes, sirree, Bob. Nate Harmon.
There you go. I saw an old eagle on the court, too. I don't remember who had it. But
Isn't that what Dwayne's pushing, an old eagle? Oh, there's an old
Number
eagle right there.
9.
Number 5's got one, too. Oh, for Texas?
correct.
Or the Texans? I don't want to confuse my burnt orange and my blue.
Yeah, and then, of course, at 4:30, we played the North Texas team. So there's 3 teams here from the state of Texas.
And I believe there are 4 teams in Texas, right? San Antonio team did not qualify for
didn't
nationals.
Qualify? They've typically been very good. I'm not sure what happened there.
They didn't have a team last year, and they just started back up this year. They actually dropped out
Look
of
at this pass.
postseason.
It's going to be trouble. Oh, he's got it.
And it's Deller.
Nice. Oh.
Way to get in there. Is
He
that
is
Jones?
a hard worker. Nice
Jones
pass,
did a
Deller.
great job of getting in there. He ended up in the air for a second there. Jones.
He's listed as a 2. Is that accurate? Deller?
I thought Deller was a 2.5.
I think he's a 3. But I don't really know.
Well, look at their line. What do they got in the way of their starting line if you put...
They got a lot of team speed is what they
Dwayne's
got.
a 2.5.
What's number 6?
He is a deuce.
So they're running 2, 4.
They might have screwed that up because I thought
5.
Dwayne was a deuce.
Take use of hands. 1 minute. Time is 7:08.
Troublemaker.
Welcome to the sin bin.
All right.
If you didn't come to the penalty box, you weren't playing hard enough.
Or he just didn't get caught. You know, a hand on a wheel.
Number 9 for the Texans. You're not in the program. What's your name?
All right.
And he's back on the court.
And that's another one of those Eagle chairs.
I didn't catch his name.
Barry Ewing, did you hear me? That's another one of those Eagle chairs.
There are a lot of Eagles out there.
It's the United States. It's our state,
Our state chair.
national bird.
Our national bird. Oh, boy.
That was a nice pass, by the way.
You're really stretching now.
I've only just begun to live.
Deller gets raped out there, but he's able to pull the ball out.
Ouch.
There was a lot of contact. I saw him close his eyes after he got face raked, too.
Diller's got a black glove on his left hand.
It's basically a club.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's trouble. He's
Nice.
got it, though. Nice
Tim
scoop.
Jones able to come up with it. Waiting for his help. And number 9's quick in that chair.
Yeah, I was going to say. He's an amp.
And that is not an old
Using a
chair.
low pointer chair.
That's a much newer
That can't
chair.
be his chair. What do you think?
I don't know.
Look
Well,
at that.
you know, he's only got the one arm.
Oh. Nice. Scoops it up, puts
Put
it
it in his
into
picker.
puts it in the front picker, and then drops it, puts it in the front picker again, and scores.
I don't know that that's possession. You have to be touching the ball. You can't put it on your picker. I'm surprised they're letting him score that because I've seen that called off.
Sitting here next to a former referee.
Is that
Look.
legal to put in the picker?
I don't think it counts as possession when you cross. You have
I
to
don't
be
know.
touching the ball.
They're discussing it right now.
Are they? No, we got a
We have a former referee here. What do you think? Is that actually a legal
Lori.
goal?
You want to make the call?
Lori McLeod says no.
Of course,
That
the
does
rules
not
have
count.
probably changed since the last time she refereed.
It's been a few years.
She's been to a few rodeos.
Yeah, but not in a while.
Excuse me, Mr. Lopez.
She's ridden a few ponies.
Is that a legal goal when the ball's in the picker and do you have to be touching it across the line? That's a goal. Okay. So it's on the chair, but
There's-
not necessarily on the person.
And that's our official word from the referee.
Right. And doesn't get any more official than Bob Lopez.
Chair is part of the player.
Chair is part of the player. There you go. Oh, look at this. Nice pass. Nice catch.
And when I've
Flash.
seen that called the other way, it was
Back
probably
to him.
somebody
Deller's
who-
got the ball. He's coming out toward the sideline. And he's using his picker well. He'll score.
Nate Harmon did a great job of hustling there to keep that guy off him. Unfortunately, I didn't catch his name because he was pushing away from us when he said it. And he looks like he's got some potential. Number 9. He seems. I haven't seen him play, and I've seen TIRR for several years, so I'm sure they're counting on him to develop. Certainly got that ball in there pretty good.
Yeah.
Up. Looks like Nate Harmon down on the floor.
Yeah, so what happens there is the ball continues to go toward the goal. They'll let it go as long as it's not an unsafe play. As soon as the man turns the other way, away from the goal, then the referee will blow the whistle and give him possession on the sideline. Bob Lopez, how many years have you been refereeing? He won't answer the question.
He's
Bob
busy. He's at
Lopez,
work.
how many years have you been refereeing? He still won't answer. He has a whistle in his mouth,
He's very serious when he's working.
clearly. Here comes a pass. Gilmer's got the ball. Maybe not. Ooh. Go. Our game has been moved up to 3.
What?
Are you sure?
That can't be right. Our guys won't be back. They're not here. They can't push our game up an hour and a half.
No,
can
no,
they?
it's okay.
All right,
Never mind.
I won't stand for it.
Never
I'll
mind.
disappear.
Never mind.
I think maybe that's a mistake. Kennedy gets it out. Is he going to catch that? He is.
No, we play at 4:30.
Okay. And that'll be James Johnson with his first goal of the game.
All right, Jimmy. Jimmy Johnson, former head coach of your Dallas Cowboys.
And the Miami Dolphins.
And Miami Hurricanes. And out of bounds.
Please don't say my Dallas Cowboys.
They're certainly not mine. I see the star. No.
Just leave it there. I think we all get your point. Don't get yourself in trouble. Thanks, Lori. Thanks for scaring me. Deller, take this one home easy. No contest. So that makes the score 57-40 with 4.5 minutes left in the game.
I'm beginning to look like a prophet, aren't I? Didn't I say it's going to get to 20 by the fourth quarter? 20-point difference.
Chris, as long as you're making a profit, I'm a happy man.
No, that's not the type of profit.
I know what you meant.
It's like the Grateful Dead song, Estimated Profit, California, on the burning shores.
Wow.
Now we're stretching.
I'm glad this is our last game for a while.
Shouldn't have had that last dose of caffeine.
Joey, have you ever seen a movie about a gladiator? Turnover, TIRR. Gets an errant pass, and Peacock will take that to the goal pretty easily. 57-42 with 4 minutes and 7 seconds.
Long pass. Deller's got it.
And he'll coast. Big Gilmer coming out of the backcourt.
Stokes has taken off his gear. He's done for the day. Player Stokes just became Coach Stokes.
Justin Scott picks it up.
You know, Stokes wears number 1. My experience with that is if you wear number 1, you better be really, really good. Or
My experience is that usually the number 1 player is the most ego on the team.
most
Now,
arrogant,
I don't know if
right?
that's true about Stokes, but
I don't either. I'm not saying that.
It is a pretty common occurrence.
Let's go over number 1s we've known. Anthony Carter, Michigan.
Famous for running with the ball before he catches it.
There you go.
Well, you know,
Who else?
at Michigan they have this thing where they have like,
Warren Moon.
I think
Houston
they do. Like
Oilers.
whoever wears number 1 is supposed to be their best player, and
Uh-huh.
and number 2 on defense is supposed to be their best player. Oh yeah, number ones are.
Charles Woodson would beg to differ, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he wear 21 at Michigan?
Keep in mind that. Well, we'll leave Charles Woodson out. I don't really want to talk about any player from Michigan. Thank you very much.
Too late. We just talked about two of
Michigan
them.
Wolverines in the Final Four.
Nambi Asamoah, 49er. Pretty happy about that pickup, by the way. Got to solidify that defensive backfield. Okay, it's 60-44, and we have once again strayed.
Sorry, we're hoping that you're not straying. You're sticking with us to watch the end of this game.
Oh,
Scott,
this is not good. Oh,
Jamie got his hands in there, but he's going to have to protect that ball
But
because
Deller's on him.
reach. Ryan Gilmer.
Score. Down to 15. They're creeping back in it.
I can't imagine you want to put a wager on that 20 points. Up, I think we have some substitutions after hearing the air horn.
No, there'll be no wagering. That's not okay.
No. Is that illegal in the state of Kentucky?
I don't know. But I was wagering on you bringing me lunch, and it didn't happen.
I'm just, hey, you know, the person who went to get lunch didn't have the phone.
The commission's
so-
dish?
The commission's dish. Chelsea, I apologize for whatever Chris has to say about you. Crazy
I'm just
nickname.
saying, looking for a little alliteration.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Seattle-Denver game over there.
I am too, actually.
Denver made short work in North Texas, so hopefully that bodes well for us. Because when we played Denver, we went toe to toe, the Renegades in Denver, right up until the last couple of minutes. So we're hoping for redemption in that game, which we'll play them tomorrow morning.
We're hoping for redemption in that game.
Deller, one hands, because he only has the one to work with. Jones taken out. Jamie takes out Deller. And there you go. Nate Harmon takes it across the line.
And we're at 61-45, back up to 15.
Nate Harmon in an old steel chair. That's an Eagle, right? Is that steel?
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like aluminum, that's for sure.
How can you tell? They're both silver.
If that's silver, you got me.
Where are you looking?
Far corner on the key
okay.
over there. It's an antique Eagle.
Gotcha.
You
That's
see some of
an
these guys,
antique
yeah? Like Zimmer, who plays for Sharp, he's in a titanium Melrose low point chair. As a high pointer, I can't use titanium, it'd snap left, right. Setting a play here.
Score. Back down to 15.
That'll be Mike
61-46.
Jones. Oh, Tim Jones. Sorry, Mike Jones is the musician that everybody always... Talbot Kennedy off to Rob Deller. He won't have any trouble with that.
(62-46). Minute 43 left in the game. Foregone conclusion. Playing out the string here. Texas is not in a hurry either. Shepard is in key defense right now, which typically means they're trying to let the clock run down. They're not pressing.
Not sure what's going on here. Somebody needs to inbound. It'll be Nate Harmon. The give and go.
Off his head.
Tim Jones, the recipient.
The give was there. The go went off the noggin.
That's using your head. So 62-48. Now Deller's got the ball. Now looks like he's going to coast home. Is that a goal or a penalty goal? Or not a goal and a penalty?
63-48. Minute 1 left to go.
Looks like Deller got hit in the right near the eye. He's babying it a little bit there. Tim Jones. Can't believe I called him Mike Jones.
Mike Jones, wide receiver.
I was thinking of the, I'd say musician, but I don't know that's the right,
Oh, and we've got
I believe it's a rapper.
a turn and a score. Woohoo! Hey, we have another referee joining us at the table. There's Jody. Jody'd like to speak to... Jody's leaving now.
Oh, my.
Jody didn't
All you had
last
to do
long.
was bring up her name and she ran.
St. Louis Cardinals are running fast. Goodbye.
Always comes down to baseball with you, doesn't it?
Oh, she has sent me more than
Oh, yeah.
a funny message over the years regarding the Giants and the Cardinals.
Out and in.
Of course, those are the two last teams to win the last 3 World Series. The Giants won 2 of them. How many did the Cardinals win? They won 1. Sorry, Jody. 21 seconds to go. 63-49.
So Talbot Kennedy's trapped in P after turning the ball over. They call that out and in. And what that means is you have to cross the goal line with 2 wheels of your chair while having control of the ball. If you cross with 1 wheel and then come back out,
Oh, look at this. Nice pass.
then they will call it.
Oh! Ouch.
That's a spin.
That's a vertical
And
spin.
That looks like it hurts.
That's a left shoulder injury. Oh, that
Jamie
does
is
not
not
look good.
in good shape.
No, it's actually his left hand.
Yeah, arm, hand, but he's
He's writhing in pain is what he's doing. He's a redhead who's turned red-faced. Sorry, buddy.
he seemed to be kind of joking about it. He seems to be all right.
Yeah, I think he's all right. He's all right. He's tough. He's from Texas.
Where apparently everything is bigger, I'm told. Have you heard that? Has nobody ever said that to you? Everything's bigger in
The
Texas?
stakes are bigger. I know that.
Let's hope it is when they play us.
Right now, the score is not bigger.
Oh, my.
And that'll be the ball game. 63-50.
Thanks
The
for
final
sticking with us.
Final score.
Thanks again.
Shepard from Atlanta beats TIRR from Houston.
And it looks like we have about 10 minutes till the next game. It's St. Louis, Texas. Texas Stampede. Thanks again to our sponsors, Coloplast, Spinergy, Vesco Metalcraft, Excalibur, Melrose, Eagle, Fraser Rehab, Fusion Medical,